I'm not just this kind of girl that they used to tease. I am more than this,
Jamie,
right?
I'm so happy to have you, and I'm so happy to be doing my first live with you. And I wanted to thank you, first of all, for taking this opportunity. And I think that's something that we can do in the 21st century. You know, you can just literally find somebody on social media who shares a same vision or mission or purpose. Just reach out to them, and now here we
First of
are.
all, I want to say my name. I'm Jamie. So I'm all the way here in Abu Dhabi. Basically, I'm from the Philippines. So I'm based in the Philippines, and then I started working here in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. And I realized that our life is not just about working 9 to 5. So I realized that I have a purpose, or I have a calling, a different calling, rather than just working from our corporate job. And I wanted to inspire other women, and because uh, I come from a very difficult situation or experience where I was bullied. So I didn't have someone to support me, or I didn't have someone to tell me that you can overcome this. You can be able to achieve your greatness. So I didn't have that kind of support community, and a community that could guide you, that could remind you that you are strong, that you are better than this. So all those experience made me want to have a community, or made me want to have this person that could inspire other women, that they are more than their hardships or challenges in life, that they are capable of so much more if they could just go through and they could just overcome these challenges, like bullying, having self-limiting beliefs, having always doubting themselves, always second guessing. Like, it's our we all go through this. And I just want to remind all the women that you're not alone in this self-love journey, that we are a lot of women out there who will support you, who will guide you, and there's no competition. We're all here in this together. So yeah.
Oh my God, you've been dropping so many things that I want to just ask you more about. So first of all, how did it happen that you moved from Philippines to Abu
Oh,
Dhabi?
actually, I didn't want to work here in Abu Dhabi, but my mom encouraged me, and I was seeking for a growth. I was seeking to move outside of my comfort zone and meet a lot of different culture, different people, so I could grow outside, so I could achieve a new level of me, or pursue a different kind of life. Yeah.
Mm,
So it was a difficult situation. I cried. I cried because I didn't want to move here, but some things we have to do. We have to take risk for us to grow, for us to be able to
mm.
achieve greatness. We have to constantly grow.
How did you manage to deal with these challenges? Do you have any tips to anyone who is going through something challenging and going outside of their comfort zone, which they don't want to be doing? So,
It was really tough for me, but you have to have a end goal in mind, because in whatever we do, we have to take in what do we want to achieve in life. So even though it's really a difficult situation, we all experience this difficult situation, but what are we going to achieve in the long term, or in the short term? Some tips that I want to share to you, like having a community surrounding you, a positive community that could support you. Oh, this is what you can do. This is you can do this. And I'm reading books. I'm constantly reminding myself that I can do this, even though it's difficult. It's difficult, like living in a new country with different people, different nationality, and you're just coming from a very safe, comfortable living. So here you're facing the real world already, but
would there be anything that you would want to share with somebody who is now watching this video and is also, for example, being bullied and feels a bit lost? What would you say to that person, and how did you go through this and went on the path that you're now?
Okay, first of all, you have to remind yourself that you are worthy, you are loved, and you are more than just the experience or the hardships that you're facing through. And this is not the end of you. Okay, if you experience bullying, please remind yourself that you are stronger than this, that you are better than this. So, I mean, the second of all is you have to look out for yourself, and you have to remind yourself that no one can save you. You have only you, and remind yourself that you can get better. Okay, you can focus on what you can improve on, focus on what you love, rather than focusing on the people bullying you, putting or saying harsh comments on you. Focus on what you love, the focus on being grateful, focus on what you can improve, what you can change, you can improve on your strengths and your weaknesses. Your focus on your strengths, what you can improve. So I wasn't always good at speaking English, or I wasn't good at believing in myself, but sooner or later, when I go outside of my comfort zone, I've learned to embrace my season of the bullying season. I've learned through that, and it's the first thing is it's really challenging, but you have to train your mind that you can overcome this.
So yeah. So then whenever somebody says something, I just would look at it and like think about it like in more like cold way, you know, without getting my emotions involved. I would ask myself, is it something that is true and I should take into consideration and work on, or is it something that is not about me, or I like it like that and it's just more about the person. And just one more thing, I always think when people say mean things is more like they have so much hurt inside of themselves. Yes. That they cannot communicate it in any other way. And actually the people, there's this quote, and I think Jay Shetty was talking about it, and he said, people who need love the most ask for it in the least nice ways, you know? So people saying hurtful things and bullying others actually because they're hurting so much inside and they need they have not healed, and that's why that's the only way they can express themselves. Today's topic is self-love. So I would love to ask you, what is self-love to you? How do you define it?
I think self-love is about achieving your highest, fullest potential of you. It's also taking care of your mental, your financial as well, your physical, your emotion, all around it, everything. You have to be the highest version of you.
If someone is watching this and they really want to start on the self-love journey and they're not sure where to start, and if you could name just a few things, like let's say 3 things you think they can start with, and that would be a good, easy start, where would you point them, push them to?
The first thing is that you have to believe in yourself. In whatever
you do. How can they do it? How good?
First thing is, in the morning when you wake up, remind yourself or say the I am loved, I am strong, I am beautiful, I am capable, I am worthy, I am gorgeous, I am brave, I am smart, I am wise. Say these things first thing in the morning, and remind yourself the things that you have accomplished in life. It will definitely make your confidence high. Okay, and remind your things, the things that you have right now, the things that you are grateful for, and other things is you can read books, so you can put things in perspective. Like,
now I could take the time machine and go back to my 8-year-old self or 10-year-old self, what would I say now having had a bit more experience? What would I share? What advice would I give to my younger self? Have you asked yourself this question? What would you tell to your younger self?
what would I tell my younger self, like my 18 years old self, or the time
18,
when I
8
was
or 18?
18,
18,
or
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
That
18,
time
okay.
I would tell myself not to care too much about what other people think of me. Okay, that time I was really scared. I was afraid of what people might think of me. They might judge me. I was always constantly pleasing people, to like me, to appreciate what I have. But in return, they just made fun of me. Um, they use my kindness, I think. But looking back, I shouldn't be pleasing anyone. I shouldn't be making them happy just to feel that I am one of them, that I feel belong. I should
Mm,
be focusing on making myself happy, making and embracing myself, because in the end, I shouldn't be making them happy. I should make myself happy. I should make myself feel proud of my accomplishments. And when I was in college, actually, I missed a lot of opportunities, like singing in a choir and doing this stuff because of my peers, of my surrounding. I missed that opportunity because I care too much of what people may think of me. So remind yourself, okay, to not care about other people what they think of you. Okay, focus on what you love. Focus on making a positive impact. Focus on being good to other people. Focus on embracing yourself. Focus on being your highest, fullest version of you.
yeah, that's amazing, Jamie. Thank you so much for sharing
You,
that.
what advice would you give to your younger self?
I think it's quite interesting because I have always been daring in the sense I would just try really a lot of things that are outside of my comfort zone, and just try. But I think I would still say to myself, try even more things
Mm-hmm.
because I noticed when I started just basically recently journaling and trying to see what self-limiting beliefs I have and going on this journey, I still realized that I was daring in some aspects of my life. For example, I moved to Amsterdam when I was 17 years old. So I moved to Amsterdam when I was
You were
17
alone?
years, yes, alone,
Oh my
to
god.
do my studies. And
Wow.
for example, that was quite interesting turn of events. Or I
Wow.
backpacked when I was 19 through Asia, so like
Wow.
doing things like that, which were outside of my comfort zone. But I would say I always had this passion, for example, for sharing knowledge and empowering other people. But for some reason, I never started like my own company or my YouTube channel because I was thinking, who would watch this, or like, is anyone even interested in hearing or what I have to say?
Yeah.
Maybe my friends, yes, but a bigger circle of people, could I actually help someone? And then the advice that I would give to myself is just try out more things, just get started, just start doing things, just start doing the videos or just start sharing more and you'll get there. But so don't let your self-limited beliefs stop you, even those ones that you're not aware that you have. even but just like do more things and try, and you will learn so much more by doing than actually thinking about it. So I think that's what the advice that I would give to my younger self.
What are your self-care routines?
Hmm. Yes, so for me, one of the most important things is working out.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have made it a priority this year. So I work out 5 times a week, every week, and it's been amazing. So I just feel so much more powerful and confident. And actually, that 45 minutes workout that I do 5 times a week, I feel like it's time for myself, because also I will do it no matter what. So basically, I make myself the highest priority, and then you feel so much better throughout your whole week, throughout your whole day. You feel more powerful because you actually devoted 45 minutes of your day to working out to yourself, no matter how bad you feel, or no matter how busy your day is, you still manage to find the time and to do something for yourself. And I love reading, so I read a lot of books, and I also find that that is my self-care ritual. But apart from that, I think it's really important. It's something that I've been doing for quite some time, is I can push myself a lot, in the sense, in whatever I'm doing, I can push myself, if it's working out, or if it's work, or if it's studying, whatever it was. But then I will always listen to myself. So if I need a bit of time out, or if I need to sleep in, or whatever it would be, if I'm not feeling well, I will always listen to myself and make that a priority. But I will ask myself, are you really tired, or you don't feel well, or is it just an excuse to skip that workout that you don't want to do?
Yeah, working out is very important. And for me, I work out maybe once a week. But that once a week, I really make myself a priority also. So maybe 2 hours of all the arms, butt, abs, jumping ropes, doing this kind of, and walking in outside, like with nature, listening to birds, being with the nature is, I really love being walking outside, like at the park. It's one thing that I love, and it's the
Yes,
smallest, but it's one thing of my. It's like self-care routine for me
yes. And,
during
and I
working
was
hours. Yeah.
And I was just wondering, so you said the way social media could actually influence our brain in a negative way. So how do you think social media is influencing us? I agree with you. I'm just curious to hear
Yeah.
how do you think it is influencing us?
You know, there's a good thing and a bad thing in every situation. So some people, I mean, I'm also guilty of this. When we wake up, we tend to look in our social media, our Facebook, our Instagram page, TikTok, or other social media. We tend to look at that rather than focus on being intentional about the day. So when we look at in our social media, we compare ourselves, we compare our life to other people, and then it affected our entire day. It affected our
Mm,
mindset, and then we focus on what we lack rather than focusing on what we have and
what for
be.
you would be the positive side of social media?
I think the positive side is that we could connect like this to other people
You
around the
stole my
world.
line. This was my line.
You should get another line. But being if there's no social media, then we couldn't be in this Zoom meeting together. We couldn't inspire other people around the world. We couldn't have a community that could remind us that we are strong, we are beautiful, and we are, women. We are more than being a woman. So it's it's like the best thing. I think it is the best thing in having a social media, is to communicate ourselves and being vulnerable, being able to inspire women.
That's a
Yeah.
great note also to end our call, our meeting, is this powerful message on your mission and how we can use social media